Welcome to the Wealth Matters podcast, where investors come together to better understand how to build passive cash flow and create generational wealth without all the confusing mumbo-jumbo. Here's your host and co-author of Amazon #1 bestseller, Alpesh Parmar.
Welcome to Wealth Matters podcast. Hope all of you are doing great. I'm back from vacation. I went to Hawaii for a week. I had a lot of fun. Back to the work and the grind, right? So for this particular episode, I want to talk about the crypto news, the news which happened during the month of July, what happened with cryptocurrencies, as well as what is happening right now. We haven't done this episode for over a month, so I thought this would be a good time to go through it. So today's biggest news, while I'm recording, is that MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor stepping down. He would be replaced by the company's president right now because they want the company's new CEO to focus on the software side of the business, whereas Michael Saylor was more focused on the Bitcoin strategy. So that's what Michael Saylor will continue to do. But this is a big news. And Michael Saylor said that the Bitcoin troll MicroStrategy has, it's not going to be for sale in near future. So they are not going to sell any of that. So let's see if they keep up their word. But that's what I was worried about. Another news is on the crypto side, I don't think the layoffs and all those would stop near soon. Because a lot of these companies grew too fast, they continued to hire, and then now they realize that they may not be able to continue with this many employees or their strategy because of the crash. So I just saw that Robinhood is laying off nearly a quarter of staff again, and they said that it has they are saying that crypto crash is partly to blame, right? So as I said, because a lot of these companies were growing too fast, and then they had a lot of crypto monies or crypto income coming in, and suddenly the crash happened, and now they are struggling. So this is what I'm saying. Of course, right now, as of today, Bitcoin is at 23,500 to 24,000. Ethereum is between 1,600 to 1,700. Still, the top 10 currencies are Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, which is the USD version of Tether, USDC, BNB, Binance Coin, XRP, Ripple, Binance USD, BUSD, Cardano, ADA, Solana, and Polkadot. So those are the top 10 currencies right now. Of course, as you guys know, that all the currencies have been struggling for a while. So it seems what the news I'm seeing that ADA may be coming back. Cardano seems to be doing good right now. Overall, they have a lot of things going on. And then on the other Solana, maybe even going down further. That's what I can see. They are still having issues with the network, even though I like Solana. Other than, of course, Luna was one of my favorite, and then it just disappeared pretty much. The mistakes they made. So, of course, you have to keep an eye on all this. Celsius and Voyager have filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy after the 3-year Eros Capital 3AC disaster. So we'll continue to see what happens in that area as well. And on the other side, lots of scams are happening as well as hacks are happening. So I would recommend highly that you check out my video about hardware wallets and go through that. If you don't just connect your wallet to any website. I have made that mistake as well before, but I learned from my mistake. So make sure and make sure that you are not getting scammed. If someone reaches out to you for investment, definitely do good due diligence, thorough underwriting, and then go with it. We also recorded a video about how to underwrite a cryptocurrency project with Joe Roberts. So check that out as well. And I'm from San Francisco Bay Area. Last week, the news was that a Bay Area man lost $1.2 million in cryptocurrency scam that's targeting Silicon Valley investors specifically. And it was a multi-million dollar mistake. He said that someone approached him on WhatsApp, and he thought, oh, it may be my old colleague from previous job. So the person who reached out to him, it was she, gained his trust, and then they continued to message and whatnot. And she offered him an opportunity with cryptocurrency. So he said, okay, he started 5,000 and $10,000. And I just can't understand that he continued to work with her and constantly continued to put money into it, and he was out of 500,000. I just can't believe that he didn't realize. So I'm definitely recommending, make sure you just don't trust anyone in crypto and in any world. Right now we are also seeing a lot of bank and financial scam, but crypto is another way for people to start scamming, because it's a new industry. A lot of people want to get in, right, but they don't know how. Even though there is, of course, a lot of material available, a lot of well-known exchanges, etc., but still people want to rely on others, right? So you do want to be cautious. You want to be very careful, and while you are dealing with cryptos and other people, right? Of course, US on the other side, Senate is working on cryptocurrency bill. So let's see what they come up with. They are, of course, the new bill may give CFTC more authority to regulate crypto markets. The Solana attack continues to costing users a lot of money. I saw that more than $5 million so far. So that's another issue with Solana. Um, I think there is Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the cryptos are going to go up a bit for a little bit, not too much, but then again, it's going to go back down I would say, by end of the year, and then it will stay down for some time. Again, all of this can change if the government stops increasing interest rate and starts quantitative easing. And that's possible as well once the inflation is out of hands, right? So they want to control inflation, but as soon as inflation goes down, they wouldn't want to see a recession either. So let's see, how long we can continue to play this game. And of course, as you guys know, I am in the Bitcoin mining world, right? We have a lot of Bitcoin mining, not a lot, 4 Bitcoin mining funds, and all three of them are fully operational. Fourth fund is about 30%, I would say 40% now operational. So we follow all the news related to mining, and this is the first time Ethereum and Bitcoin miners saw even further decline in revenue during the month of July, as prices of both assets failed to reach, or go further pretty much. And July proved to be the worst month for Bitcoin miners thus far in 2022. BTC miners were able to generate around 574 million in revenue during the seventh month of the year. And this is the worst. Bitcoin miners' revenue for July was a 13% decline from June's value of approximately 667 million. Aside from this, the total profitability of Bitcoin mining revenue over the past year was also down by 40% since July 2021, which in July 2021 was like the best year. It had about $970 million in revenue. And the first time this has happened where Ethereum outpaced Bitcoin mining revenue. So Bitcoin miners managed to rake in 574 million in July, whereas Ethereum miners generated roughly 596 million. So unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum's revenue soared by 8% from June, because June was Ethereum miners generated about $549 million. So of course, but like Bitcoin, Ethereum mining also saw a year-over-year monthly fall in July. July of 2021 had around $1.1 billion in revenue generated for Ethereum miners. So definitely there is a lot happening on the mining world. So what happened? Why the tumble in the mining revenue? To understand the tumble in mining revenue, you should have a clear understanding how mining revenue is calculated. right? Basically, we calculate miners' revenue by multiplying the total number of coins earned as rewards within July by the price of the coins, right? So basically, the price of the coins did not move much. So throughout July, Ethereum traded between 1,034 and 1,760. In relation to the same period in 2021, Ethereum was in between 1,722 and 2,551. Right, so huge difference. Same way, Bitcoin traded between 18,900 to 24,500, but July 2021, BTC was between 29,000 and 42,000. Right? So huge difference again. And of course, that's not the only caveat. So price is, of course, the biggest factor, but also the difficulty rate or the hash rate, right? So the difficulty has not has gone down, but not significantly, right? So that's another thing which is which caused issues, right? I was hoping that the Bitcoin, difficulty would continue to go down, and that will mean that we'll be able to mine little bit more Bitcoin, right? But recently, what I saw that the Bitcoin network mining difficulty dropped by 5% again, so which is continuing a 3 month downward trend since reaching its all-time high in May of 2022. So this is the third consecutive downward adjustment of mining difficulty, and the first time it has happened since last July when China banned Bitcoin mining, right? So last July was really good for our mining operation was because China banned Bitcoin mining, and for 3 months, the Bitcoin mining network difficulty continued to go down. According to reports, though, this time the drop in difficulty is a result of US miners turning off their machines in the past 2 weeks due to the soaring electricity prices and record-breaking heat wave. So the rising costs of mining have reportedly had significant effects on miners in Texas, which is experiencing hotter than usual temperatures that have caused some miners to cease operations in order to accommodate the state's energy grid load. So this is very important because we are also working with electricity, and we also turned off our machines for 2 to 3 days just to make sure that the grid is able to handle the heat wave, and we are not overloading the grid. So after looking at all this news, and it seems like all doom and gloom for cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc., but I am still very bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies as well. I think long term we all will be fine. Short term, of course, we see a lot of weaknesses, but it doesn't just have to do with cryptocurrencies. We have seen that Nasdaq, stock market, S&P 500, all of those corrected, and with the interest rate going up, maybe I-bond may be a good idea to stash some of your money in, right? And of course, I still continue to look at real estate because I want to have cash flow and tax benefits. But long term, I'll continue to invest. Of course, a lot of you pinged me that if I'm buying right now, no, I'm already invested a lot in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a lot of the cryptocurrencies, including my Bitcoin mining fund. So I'm not investing right now, but if I start buying, I'll let you guys know. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and if you want me to cover anything else. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Wealth Matters podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes so others can enjoy the show too. Have a great week and happy investing!